So I first joined IISE in 2005 when I was an undergraduate student.
I joined IISE as a college freshman at Wichita State University in 1995.
I first joined IISE as a student at Penn State University.
I've been a member of IISE for more than 40 years. Of course, I was only 10 when I joined.
So I first joined IISE as a student. It was in March of 1986. I had become an industrial and systems engineering student at Virginia Tech, and at that time we called it Industrial Engineering and Operations Research, actually. And I knew some of my classmates that were involved that were a little bit older than me, and I saw all of the cool things that they got to do with other students and working with faculty. And so I thought that that was something I really wanted to be a part of, not only to network with other students and faculty, but also to just experience a sense of community within my academic department.
I primarily joined because of the research opportunities and also to attend the conference that year, which was in Nashville. Since then, I've been heavily involved primarily with student chapters, student development, and then now with technical societies and divisions. I think that the way IISE has really helped me propel my career is just through the networking connections, and also, of course, the journals and the conferences, just trying to stay up to date on the state of the art with respect to industrial engineering.
I have engaged with IISE in so many ways. I've served as the chair of the Council of Industrial Engineering Academic Heads. I've certainly organized many special sessions at conferences, really, and now served on the board of trustees. It's really a family, and together we can just do so many good things.
I also really value the networking and the collegiality with all of my fellow industrial engineers. And it's really served me well over my career. I've actually never blindly applied for a job. Every job that I've gone into has been by someone in my network reaching out about an opportunity and pursuing it that way.
There are so many people who care about one another and your personal growth and journey.
So IISE membership has been very rewarding for me. Networking, of course, is a key for me. I have attended so many IISE conferences. I met a lot of great friends. Actually, a lot of my collaborators on research project, I met them at the IISE conference. And just a couple of weeks ago, I met one of my friends that I haven't seen since 2013. That was at the HSPI conference.
One of the best things about IISE has been the connections that I've made within the Institute. Having professional connections in different industries that have helped me with answering questions around what I'm doing in my within my job, and also helping with mentoring. I've met some amazing people that I can pick up the phone anytime and call them and ask them for professional advice, personal advice, and work through concepts and ideas with them. It has been a fantastic resource for me as a professional.
I remember once, I think it was Cancun, when a former student of mine came up to me and said that it was because of me that she decided to go on for a PhD, and she became kind of emotional and was thanking me, and I had no idea that I had any kind of impact on her. I had another occasion where a faculty member said that usually when they think about tough situations, what to do, they think, what would Joe do? And I thought, well, that's a pretty nice compliment if you think about it.
2008 in Vancouver. And the keynote speaker there was Mr. Chuck Armstrong, who was the president of Seattle Mariners baseball club at that time. And later I learned that Chuck is a proud alumni of Purdue. And last year, when we had a conference in Seattle, 2022, that's actually a few days before I joined Purdue IE, Chuck invited me back to the presidential suite of the Seattle Mariners game, and he treated me really nicely, welcoming me as a new school head of the Purdue IE. and we had a great conversation about his experience in IE as well as his career recruiting a lot of the famous Korean baseball players in Seattle Mariners, and I'm a big fan of the baseball.
I've had the benefit of hearing from some past presidents and also the Gilbreth Award winners at the banquets. And sometimes even at the regional conferences, there'll be perhaps a local person there that's like an older or former member of IISE, and just trying to hear some of the historical significance with respect to the Institute's founding, but also kind of how we've changed as a discipline, going all the way back from the Gilbreth days to now.
I think that the thing that really sticks out to me most is the people that I've met along the way, and that's really the value that I've gotten, whether it's at a conference, at these Board of Trustees meetings, in the Industry Advisory Board, meeting people who share the same passion as I do for the profession, but also apply it across different disciplines, different industries. So to be able to see how everybody talks about how to apply engineering to healthcare or manufacturing, or in my case, software, I just think it's fascinating to hear everybody's their experience and to share stories. So it's the people I run into, and I look forward to seeing every year at the conferences over and over again, just because we have those memories.
Well, with only 13% of engineers being women, it's really exciting to have all 3 of the president roles filled by women. It also is coincidentally our 75th anniversary of the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, so it couldn't be a more special time for this to have happened.
I'm personally very excited about serving with Amanda Newborn and Victoria Jordan in the role as the president's team for IISE. I never would have thought when I first joined IISE that this is a role that I would have. I really was inspired by those who were serving in leadership roles for the Institute and would see them at the conference or hear them speak, and I never would have imagined that that would be me.
And especially in industrial engineering, most of our courses have about 50% females in the field now. Don't know the exact number, but I know it's about half. And so it's good to see the representation at the higher levels of the organization.
I think diversity is incredibly important for solving problems, and since that's what industrial and systems engineers do, the greater diversity we have, the greater the solutions that we identify. So I find it incredibly significant that we have, for the first time in the history of the Institute, 3 women in these 3 leadership roles.
Just proud to be here and to have this opportunity to represent not only industrial engineers, but maybe specifically some of the female engineers in this role.
As our mission statement says, industrial and systems engineers solve the complex problems of the world, and we certainly have plenty of complex problems to solve.
I see the landscape and industry changing rapidly, and IISE provides so many opportunities for continuing education and for connections within the industry so that you can start adapting really early on. The Institute can help and can enhance that rapid development of an individual's skills to help them fit in and to excel within the changing landscape.
What people need to understand about industrial and systems engineering is we're not just focused on manufacturing. We really do hit all industries, including nonprofit and government sectors, and I think that's going to be one of our strengths. And with that, I think we're also going to perhaps be able to generate more membership and open up to more people. So not just your traditional engineers who did an IE undergrad, but we also may start getting members who kind of find us after their second degree or their second career. Maybe they're now in an engineering management role or a systems engineering role, and then they realize the value of IISE as an institute and what we can offer.
I think the future it's really never been brighter for industrial and systems engineers. With the convergence of processes and systems and data science and computer programming, AI, we're right at the middle of all that. So I just think it's really exciting. I think that the best way forward is for the Institute to enable us to get those skills, but also collaborate with people that are more focused on computer engineering, folks that are focused more on just the systems, and really bring together cross-discipline groups. Because I think as we apply AI and we apply systems engineering, it's really important to just bring everybody's expertise together. So I think we get a lot of that here at the Institute, but I look forward to like partnerships that we can do here to bring more skills, continuing education. There's a lot of great opportunities, and I think the field, it's really exciting right now, what lays ahead of us.